Hey everyone, we're at our Medina Lake project today on this beautiful second story patio that we've built overlooking Medina Lake. And I just wanted to go over a few aspects of this one that are a little different than what you will typically see on an exterior patio like this, especially a subfloor patio. A lot of times you'll see people use a TPO underlayment and then like a mortar bed and tile on top. We've done that before in the past. It's an okay way of doing patios, but with being in Texas and getting those extreme heat and cold cycles, that tile can crack, the mortar can crack. So it is something that will need maintenance later on at some point. This is a new system that we just started using on our houses called West Coat ALX. It's a waterproofing system that's got an acrylic top coat on it. And it's a lifetime warranty. So anything that were to ever happen to it is going to be covered by the company that does it. And then you get this concrete look on the patio also. It looks kind of like a cool deck around a pool. So it's a really, really aesthetically pleasing finish. And it's a bulletproof system as far as longevity and maintenance in the future. Just not something you're going to have to ever really worry about. And it is the best system to use, in our opinion, for an exterior patio. Another thing I want to talk about on this patio are these exterior handrails that we had our metal fabricator build for us. We did another thing that was a little different than usual. Instead of anchoring the rails through the rock, we actually had them build brackets that we installed to the post before we put the rock on. That way we could mortar and rock around those brackets. And then they bolt to them so to make the rail easily removable. Because at some point in these rails' life, they will need to be recoated. We do powder coat them, but the sun will fade them. The other thing is we made the feet removable. So it's got a base plate here on top of the patio, and then the rail sits on top of it and bolts through it. So again, easily removable at a later time if they need to be repainted or touched up by a powder coater. And this is of course like a horizontal style, which is kind of a more modern look for this house versus the vertical. One cool feature of this house that we added is a spiral staircase, and we did this because they've got a outdoor kitchen downstairs on the patio. Of course, this being a two-story basement foundation, the kitchen is upstairs. So we wanted to give them access to that patio downstairs without having to walk through the house. We had this perfect little space here that we were able to fit it in and make it work. And it's an all welded together staircase. It's not one of those cheaper bolt together kits, so it's very solid when you're standing on it. And it's just a really nice addition to the house aesthetically and functionally.